Bees are one of those creatures that get a bad rap, primarily based on fear. People afraid of getting stung, whether they're allergic or not. But bees are actually misunderstood creatures. They do a lot of good for the environment, for food, for mankind, and even for hospitals. I set up a sting at Ocean Medical Center in Brick to find out what the buzz is all about. While one bee may seem scary or even a hive of bees, what if I told you there's somewhere between 20 and 30,000 bees in an aviary atop Ocean Medical Center? That's true, explains Dr. Greg Mazzata, the rooftop beekeeper, along with a team of assistants at Ocean Medical Center who raise the bees into a population who can pollinate the environment. Even with the thousands of bees in the hive, there is structure and order.
The hive is made up of one queen, drones, male bees, and worker bees, and female bees. And of the female bees, there's different types. They all have a job.
Bees typically keep to themselves. They don't bother anyone and get right to work once they're born, making honey and hives.
And right from birth, they know what their job is. Their average lifespan of a worker bee is anywhere between 20 and 40 days.
Which is why the queen bee lays so many eggs, and mostly in the warmer summer months. These bees are an important part of our environment, which does include giving you a little assist in the garden and gathering some nectar in the process for themselves.
We need them to pollinate, your everyday flowers at your home to, on a residential level, vegetation, vegetable gardens.
Now that we know that bees help pollinate the environment and make some sweet honey, you may be wondering why they are at a hospital. Dr. Walter Weinkoop, who is a pulmonologist at Ocean Medical Center, is also on the Medical Executive Committee and the Sustainability Committee at OMC, and he explains that raising bees is just as much about helping people as our environment.
The honey here we use for our cafeteria, we use for team members, but we mostly use it as a learning opportunity to connect the dots between a healthy environment that's healthy for humans, it's healthy for bees, makes a healthy planet.
Honey also serves as an antioxidant, which helps reduce inflammation in the body, which in turn lowers the risk of heart disease and certain cancers. It's also good for treating ulcers and burns, among treating other medical conditions.
There are some physicians, homeopathic physicians, who use bees for arthritis and utilize their stinging capabilities and their venom for medical reasons.
If you're someone who has asthma, COPD, or suffers from seasonal allergies, honey is going to be your new best friend.
We know that there's actually evidence to show that local bee honey with local bee pollen can have a positive effect on helping to control allergens. The local pollens that make up the honey that the bees make look like they actually have a positive impact on allergens, and that can help our patients with allergy symptoms.
There's plenty of honey to go around for you and me to consume in our food and tea from the amount bees produce in the hives. Dr. Mazzata explains every hive is different, and the amount of honey coming from it varies from hive to hive.
It depends on the strength and the health of the hive. Generating, anywhere from 45 to 200 pounds off of a hive is normal.
The bee aviary at Ocean Medical Center last year collected 60 pounds of honey, while neighboring Jersey Shore University Medical Center in Monmouth County collected 4 pounds of honey. Dr. Mazzata explains that the benefits and behaviors of the bees should be encouraged because we need them more than we realize.
We have to try to keep this microcosm alive. Without them, we don't have food. Without food, we don't survive.
One of the key things to remember about bees is that they won't harm you if you don't harm them. Sounds like sage advice for all of us to follow in our lives as well. At Ocean Medical Center in Brick, Vin Abinu, Town Square Media News.